Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We are actually going to talk about this GameStop and if it could actually come to crypto, what are target cryptos that these people could actually target, and the mechanisms of how maybe these people will actually move over to crypto because like they've targeted GameStop, AMC, and a couple of others. Nasdaq is already monitoring these Reddit groups, and they're going to halt trading for stocks that they sense has suspicious activity. TD Ameritrade is following suit. So after a while, these pumpers may not have any choice but to abandon the stock market and come over to crypto because crypto is much less regulated and it's decentralized. So it'd be very, very hard for any one company like NASDAQ or TD Ameritrade to really shut off a lot of volume to any crypto. And even though like options trading may not be a thing in crypto yet, there is margin and leverage trading definitely. And there are plenty places like FTX and maybe even Binance where you can actually leverage trade, margin trade at 125x, 100x on those coins. And you could actually make or lose a lot of money. Now, I'm not going to be doing any kind of margin or leverage trading. I am a strictly buy and sell person. I think margin leverage trading, anything over 5x is pretty much insane in crypto. But I think some of these groups are going to move over to crypto because it's less regulated and people won't cut them off when things actually start running. Now, what could be a couple of coins that they could possibly target? Well, you got to look at the coins with a lot of shorts on them. But outside of that, I gotta think like Dogecoin might actually be a target. Dogecoin goes through pumps and dumps pretty regularly, honestly. But can you imagine all the meme power that actually would come if they just like shorted, if they actually squeezed out the shorts or just used margins and leverage to pump Dogecoin up to like $1 all of a sudden? Because that's essentially what they did to GameStop. I mean, I could see all the meme right now. It's like so much money or so money, much money, big dollars or something like that. I could see like a million memes popping out. And I think like that would actually give a lot of incentive for them to target that specific coin. Other targets could be things like Hex. I don't really know if there's any really shorts on Hex or anything, but like coins like that really don't really have much of a purpose, and maybe people aren't really that high on. They're actually quite likely to be the ones to pop. If you, they're likely to be the ones that like a group like this would actually target. Because if you think about the coins that they actually targeted, yes, they're hedge fund coins, but if you look at the stocks, they're like GameStop, AMC Theaters, BlackBerry. When's the last time you saw anyone with a BlackBerry? Never? Yeah, probably. I mean, for kids that have been born in the last decade or so, they probably don't remember what the hell Blackberries are. I mean, those three companies, they're not doing all that well. Like AMC Theaters, obviously during COVID, but even after COVID, I would think that people wouldn't actually be returning to theaters. So, like they basically picked up dead stocks and pumped them, and that's because large hedge funds had like big short positions. Now, there aren't it's not really obvious positions in crypto because large hedge funds I don't think they have massive short positions on small cryptos. But they could actually do like use margin trading and leverage trading in crypto to pump certain coins up even without that, having someone starting to buy. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think would be like obvious ones because they have a lot of short positions and long positions, but you don't get like the 50x potential that some of these small stocks actually have with Bitcoin or Ethereum. So you'd actually be looking at some of the smaller coins that they could actually use margin and leverage on Binance or FTX to actually go up. Like I said, I think Dogecoin would be a target, maybe something like Hex, or maybe something like PundyX, honestly, like something that people kind of consider dead, or Hollow, something people that actually consider dead that they would actually pick up. Also, if you see any hedge funds actually shorting some of these cryptocurrencies, that's a prime target for one of these groups. So I would actually take, if they short like a very small crypto, I would actually take a fairly long, well, not a long position, but like I would just buy some of the crypto with like $200 and see if these groups come over to crypto to actually target that crypto. Because I think like these groups are eventually going to come over to crypto because like TD Ameritrade, I think E-Trade is probably going to follow suit. And a lot of these big broker places, plus NASDAQ itself is going to try to shut this down to prevent like these hedge funds from losing too much money. Now, I don't agree with them doing that because if hedge funds can manipulate the marketplace, why can't regular traders? I think like that's them protecting Wall Street, which I don't necessarily agree with. But I do think like because they are going to do that, I do think like some of these groups are going to move over to crypto. And there's already like a very, very much bustling group groups on Telegram for pump and dumps. But these groups, this group obviously has a lot more power than any of those groups. And if they move over to crypto, which I think they will because of the restrictions that are going to happen on the stock market because of this to protect hedge funds, they move over to crypto, some of these coins can really, really fly. So if you actually see like large investment companies start betting against some cryptos, I would definitely think about buying just a little bit in those cryptos, just in case one of these like GameStop, like Wall Street Bets groups comes over to crypto, because that could make for some serious gains. And also, if you buy like $50 and like $100 in one of those cryptos and it doesn't do well, you can still sell it for like $70 and you lose like $30. But I think the risk and reward is definitely worth it, because I really, really do think that these groups are eventually going to come over to crypto, because crypto cannot be restricted nearly as easily. So look at some of those coins like Dogecoin, Hex, and those. You might want to buy it just for like that value, because one of these groups might actually pump it. And hell, maybe even like Hex will pay them to pump it or something like that, because we know that certain coins would actually do that. So look at some of these coins, and that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.